Hello, I'm Belladonna Nightshade. I want to assure you that I am not in any way trying to make fun of Joyless Reid in any way. I am known to lie, though. Here is the lovely Joy Reid, sad at the loss of her MSNBC show. I am not being sarcastic whatsoever. Well, maybe a little.
My show had value, and that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I try not to cry on TV. And this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God. I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show.
I would almost feel sorry for poor Joyless. Almost. This video clip is from 6 years ago.
All week, we've been telling you about the Joy Reid you never knew. The rigidly progressive, race-hustling MSNBC anchor once had very different views, and they've been revealed by newly discovered excerpts from her long-defunct blog. For example, Reid once complained that immigrants were taking American jobs. Imagine that. She described Lou Dobbs, our friend Lou Dobbs, as her ideological twin on immigration. She told Democrats to spend less time attacking white people, amazingly. She also compared John McCain to the Virginia tech shooter, and she spread 9/11 conspiracy theories. Well, in April, she commented on some of those blog posts. Watch.
I've spent a lot of time trying to make sense of these posts. I hired cybersecurity experts to see if somebody had manipulated my words or my former blog. And the reality is they have not been able to prove it. But here's what I know. I genuinely do not believe I wrote those hateful things.
This level of psychopathy is rather disturbing, but it is rather common for the mainstream news media as a whole. Do you feel sorry for Joyless and her fake persona? Please let me know.